Good morning from the Woodard kitchen. Today we're going to learn about hard cooking eggs and soft cooking eggs. So you've probably heard of hard cooked eggs. Most people call them hard boiled eggs. The center or the yolk is a creamy yellow. The white is completely done. You can do lots of things with hard cooked eggs. You can eat them by themselves. You can make deviled eggs with them. You can put them in salads. You can put them in other dishes. Soft cooked eggs aren't as popular here in Oklahoma. Soft cooked eggs, the white is completely cooked, but sometimes it's a little bit soft set, and then you can make the yolk the consistency you want. It could be completely runny, like a sunny side up egg, or it can be really thick and golden. Depends on how you like it best. So a 4-minute soft cooked egg is going to have a runny yolk. You could cook it as long as 6 or 7 minutes and it'll have a thick, gooey yolk in it. So let's get started. The first thing I've done is put eggs into a pot of water and I'm going to start boiling it. We're going to boil it for, just get it a rolling boil. So maybe for a minute, and then turn off the heat, put the lid on, and then I'll show you how long to leave it in the hot water, depending on what type of egg you want to cook. Here are the eggs. And we'll get the water boiling. The water is boiling. So now I'm going to put the lid on, turn off the heat completely. That's important. If you don't turn off the heat, then you are going to have a yolk that isn't fluffy and tender, and it may have a green circle around it, and that won't hurt you. It's just not fluffy and tender, and it's a little bit less flavorful. So we're gonna set the timer. First, I'm gonna make a 6-minute egg for a soft cooked egg so that you can see what that looks like. Okay, so 6 minutes is up, and I've put the egg in an ice bath. The purpose of the ice bath is to cool the egg until it's cool enough so that you can touch it. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so on a soft cooked egg, we are just going to take a spoon or some kind of a utensil and tap the fat end. Fat end, that's where the air cell is, the pointed end. We're gonna pull just a little bit of the shell off. You know, you can pull all of the shell off if you want to, but I want to show you how some people do it in some parts of the world. Just pull that top third off of the shell, and then they eat it out of the shell. There are these fancy egg cups that you can purchase, and the egg sits right on its pointed tip in the cup. I don't have one of those. I don't see a need for one of those. My family would look at me like I was crazy. Look it up if you don't believe me that we have it. I'm going to rinse the top of this because I want to eat it. So we're going to come over here. We're going to take our spoon and we're going to cut into this egg. And look, it's nice and gelled. And the egg is a little bit done on the inside. You can salt and pepper it and eat it just like that, right out of the shell.
To make the hard cooked eggs, we're gonna let the eggs sit in the hot water for 12 minutes.
Few moments later.
It's been 12 minutes, so let's check and see what our hard cooked eggs look like. I'm gonna take them out of the hot water and gently put them into an ice bath. Okay, so we We just want them to get cool enough so that we can touch them and crack them. I'm going to reach in here and grab one of the ones that's cooled off the most. And we're going to tap them. The large end where the air cell is, this is the large end, this is the pointed end, is the easiest to crack. Just gently peel it. Sometimes it's easier than others. There's lots of tips and tricks on peeling hard-cooked eggs on the internet. Just do what works for you. Sometimes they're feisty. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this off because there's eggshell residue on it in the sink. And let's see how I did. When I slice the egg, it should be a nice, pretty yellow color. The yolk, it is gentle yellow. It is not bright yellow, and there's no green around the yolk. Now, I can make deviled eggs, put it in other dishes, or just salt and pepper it and enjoy it. Why don't you try it?